And now the DH, Evan Carter.
The designated hitter, Evan Carter.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Ball one there.
One strike.
And now 1-2.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him,
strikes.
elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Struck him out looking. Pete Crow Armstrong now at the plate. And he drops it down the third baseline. And that's just foul. And it's even up. 1 out, bases empty. That misses the zone. 2-1. Bunting, and it's in the air. Slings to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, bases empty. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Bobby Witt Jr. And a swing and a miss there.
Good fastball going
0-1's
early
the count.
until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
That one
One ball,
misses,
one strike.
and that is ball one. Headed towards the corner. And that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And this is going to be a 2-out triple.
Everything came together for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Pitch misses. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly. Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Here's Jose Ramirez.
Ball 1, no strike.
In the dirt, but kept close. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Next pitch inside, and now 3-0.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fastball for a strike.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Witt, the runner at third. Martinez at first, 2 out of the inning. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Liner, and this could be trouble. J.D. Martinez headed home. Across is the runner from first. It's 2-0.
Well, a huge 2 RBI swing of the bat right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And now, Yainer Diaz in the dirt. Runner at second, 2 down. And that is downstairs. And it's a ball and a strike. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then
high bounce over the fence for an automatic double. A run comes in on the play. Here's Harper now. They say you win.
0-1's the count.
This one in the dirt. Tough start for him so far. Already at 30 pitches here in the first. Swing. Back here with my pal Singy. And starting this one, Chris Sale. What do you have on him, Singy?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
And that'll fall for a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And that's downstairs and outside. That one off the mark, and that's ball 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, they didn't give him anything to hit, and now with runners on first and second, they've set up a double play opportunity. So not a terrible result.
Fouled off. He was late.
We all know Yankee Stadium is a great place for Judge to hit home runs. In fact, his coaches joke.
Double steal. Hard hit left side. Judge out of the play. Now at the plate, Ken Griffey Jr.
City to city, trying to reach the people and sell my CDs. This is my grind, it's what I'm committed to. If it don't sound good, maybe it ain't for you. You want the stardom and the fame, but refuse to pay dues. Ain't nothing in this game getting...
Bunts it, but he can't keep it fair. Looked like the safety squeeze there. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. And a slider misses down and away.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And Sale deals. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Here's Mookie Betts now. First pitch misses. And another ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Pitch misses. 3-0.
No strikes.
And they're all loaded up.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Bryce Harper stands in now and watches strike 1. Strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Off the mark there. And the count 1-2. That one missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ground ball right side. Harper steps on the bag. Out. And we're back. Top of the second. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. Page back to work. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. Now here is Richie Ashburn. And he lays down a bunt. And it goes just foul. Bunts it in the air. Nice grab as he reached down to make the play. So the batting order turns over. Stepping in, Evan Carter. There's a swing and a miss.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
2 outs, base is empty. And that one hit to first, and foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strike. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Nick Kurtz. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
0-1.
That's inside. That's too low. 2-1. Fastball for a strike. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Sale ready.
Reinfield.
He goes down looking. Alex Gordon getting ready to hit. First pitch just misses. Hit in the air out to center field. Ashburn trying to get there. Makes the catch for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Yainer Diaz, the next to hit. And a foul ball. In the air, right field. Crow Armstrong should have it. And puts the squeeze on that one. On to the third inning. Now here is Pete Crow Armstrong. That one at triple digits. Crow Armstrong goes 5 feet 11 inches, batting second in today's lineup, and he's usually in center, but today starting in right.
Well, less responsibility for him today, making the move from being the captain of the outfield to moving to right field, so he can let his center fielder take those balls in the gap and kind of like a little day off.
Pitch misses, and that's ball one.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
That one drifts inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. That just misses, and it's 1-0.
Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL/NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of.
Dives, and he can't hang on. No play, that's an infield single.
Now batting, left fielder, J.D.
1 gone, runner at first. And next will be the cleanup hitter, J.D. Martinez. He walked and came around to score his first time up. That's a hit. And out to a board.
Couple of singles back to back. These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that, I mean, the first thing you want to know as a spectator, what was the exit velocity? 109 in this case. I mean, that's just impressive, and it's so cool we can get that sort of feedback so instantly in today's game.
No ball, 2 strikes.
To third, tag, got him. Martinez at second with 2 down. Inside. And the count is 1-2. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And that one hammered. That's back there. Got all of that one. A massive home run. And they add a couple more. It's 5-zip. Diaz in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And now it's even up. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Fires across the diamond. That's the third out. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the second baseman, Travis Bazzana. Hit in the air, center field. Ashburn running hard to get it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's Cody Bellinger. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Not sure if he was expected for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Sale delivers. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Ground ball right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Here comes Aaron Judge. Grounded out to short in his first trip. And Judge spoils that one. Judge waits. That's down and in. A slider missed. Swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. As we go to the top of the fourth, here comes Bryce Harper. First pitch is in the dirt.
Well, these guys showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the starter work really hard out there.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Like I said, his pitch count is high, so I got to expect they'll be turning to their bullpen sooner than they had hoped.
And there's a ball.
2-2 the count.
Strikes him out with 102. Zach Geloff digs in now. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And that's down and away. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Well, he came right at him right there, challenged him with the 2-0 fastball. Not sure exactly what he was looking for, but got to imagine that's a confidence booster on the mound. You're in that hitter's head a little bit.
Swing and a miss, and 102 on the radar gun. Good eye in that spot. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And a bunt towards third, and that's foul. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Puts a bunt down. Harper to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Evan Carter now at the plate. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Bunted back towards the mound. The throw to first, And that's an out on the sacrifice. Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And there's a strike. Second and third, 2 down. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Very high with that one. And a count 1-2. And a good eye there.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Geloff on third. Ashburn at second with 2 gone. Got him looking. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And we're back. And now Ken Griffey Jr. Going 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Just off the inside edge.
Well, these players, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
High fly ball out towards left field. And that's a foul ball. That one hammered center field. Ashburn on the move. He makes the grab. 1 down. Here's Mookie Betts. He reached out a walk his first time. Inside, just missed. Out to short. Witt. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now here is Harper. Ball 1, no strikes. That one to first, and that's just foul. Liner, base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
All over that one right there. It's hard to hit a baseball much better than that, and even a lot of professional hitters aren't able to reach an exit velo of 114 miles per hour. I'll tell you what, that's a very impressive swing of the bat.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. And down on strikes he goes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. So 2 down now, and here is Alex Gordon. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And the batter will be the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Page back to work. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
You know, Boog, this is a player with some serious speed. In 2023, he became the first player in 20 years to record 2 infield hits and an inside-the-park home run in the same game.
Whips it across, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. And now J.D. Martinez. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
1-0.
And another ball.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And that one fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
And Ramirez is set down. Now the catcher up to hit, Yainer Diaz. And that one is inside. Martinez on third with 2 out. Check swing, called strike. Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first. Nope, he held back. Junior squeezes it, and that'll do it. Bottom of the inning, and here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Got him to chase one above the zone there.
You know, this group of hitters finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
High fly ball, right field. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Bazzana, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. 2 outs, base is empty. And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. Swing and a miss as he was late. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Crow Armstrong makes the play. And we're back. And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1.
Well, these guys, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
And Satchel hauls it in for the out. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. He's 0 for 1. And a swing and a miss.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. So up next, Richie Ashburn. 1 for 2. Bunting, but that's a foul ball. Bunting for a hit. And that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. Back to the top of the lineup, and here is Evan Carter. 0 for 3 in this one. Carter, only 20 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. Ball 1 there.
Counts 1-0.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. So 2 down. Pete Crow Armstrong will hit next. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Shortened a bunt and missed it. 0-1. That clips the corner. Milner, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts in a tough spot like this. That is A swing and a miss. Bottom of the 6th inning. Swings through that.
0-1's the count.
Now one
That's a ball.
missed. This to third. Jump throw across his body. Nicely done for the out.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Got him. That's out number 2. 2 down, bases empty. Mookie Betts, the next to hit. Strike 1.
0-1.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one carrying. And it hits the fence. Betts around second, headed for third. He's not stopping. On his way home. Not in time. He's safe. Base is empty. With 2 away. Now a chance for Bryce Harper. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. On the inside corner for a strike. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. Bryce Harper with a star scraper. It's 5-2. And here is Nick Kurtz. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-1.
Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
0-2 is the count.
On the ground out to short. Handles, throws the first, and that is the third out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Misses off the inside, and that's ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And he drops it down the third baseline. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 1 and 2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. JD Martinez stands in. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Judge going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. He's already homered here in this one. Gets a swing and a miss with the sweeper.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there. Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
This one in the air. Betts makes the grab, and that'll end. Set for the last half of the seventh. Now the third baseman, Alex Gordon. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt.
0-1.
That misses, and the count even 1-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just
Inside, ball
missed. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. In the air, left side. Martinez running hard to get it. Makes the grab, 1 away. Here's the catcher to hit, Yainer Diaz. Little chopper rolls foul. And there's a ball. There's a strike at the knees. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
And ring him off, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. Here's the second baseman. Travis Bazzana. In the air, left field. Martinez hauls it in. And we're back, ready to begin the eighth. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Milner back to work. Diaz tries to hold up, appeal to first. He did not go around. And that's way high, and it's 2-0.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And a big swing and a miss.
1-1.
Laser could be trouble. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Coming home. He will score.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. And man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you had everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
Man at second. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. If he walks him, no big deal.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's the center fielder, Richie Ashburn. That one the other way. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. So now the DH spot, Evan Carter. 1 for 4 with a double. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
And down on strikes. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Ready for the bottom of the 8th, and here comes Bellinger. Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. No swing. And that's in the dirt.
Ball inside.
And that one clips the corner.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
So a man at first. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Bellinger on at first. Nobody out. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And now Ken Griffey Jr. That one down the line. And it goes just foul. And it's 1-1. Inside, just missed.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
2-2 the count.
Off balance speed, there's one. And it's a double play to end the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the right fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Shortened the bunt and missed it, and it's 0-1. And ball 1. Edge of the zone for a strike. Now 1-2. Now one
That's
missed.
the ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Now it's going to be Bobby Witt Jr. Here goes the runner. Strike in there. High leg throw there. Safe. Runner at second, nobody out. Runner goes again. Right side. Judge really on his horse for this one. And it's caught for the out. And here is J.D. Martinez. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Runner at second here, one gone. Check on the runner, and he's back in easily. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes. 1 ball.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Right-handed reliever. And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 away. So digging in, Jose Ramirez. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Bellinger drops into the glove. And that is that. Last chance for the So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Darren O'Day.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And One of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
0-1.
Swings and misses. That is strike 2. Stays alive. And
One
Mookie
ball,
takes.
2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Bryce Harper to the plate. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. O'Day, the tall righty. He features a slider, a sinker, a change up, and he works in a four-seamer. Swings through it for the K. Now only 1 out remaining. Nick Kurtz digs in now. On the ground to the left. And it gets by him.
I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Ripped on the ground to second, and that'll do it.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Wake up, I recognize you looking at me for the pay cut. Be looking at you from the face down. One even boom with the bass down. Skimming, and let me tell you about my life. Only put me in the twilight. We're pretty Benjamin is the highlight. I tell my mama I love her, but this what I like. Lord knows, 20 of them in my Chevy. Tell them all to come and get me, reaping everything I sow. So my karma come in heaven, no preliminary hearings on my record. I'm a silence for the record. Tell the world I know it's too late. Boys and girls, I think I've gone crazy. Trying to side my face this all day. Won't you please believe when I say, when you know we've been hurt, been down before. When our pride was low, looking at the world like, where do we go? And we hate when the in the street for sure. I'm at the preacher's door. My knees getting weak and my might blow, but we gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Huh? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. What you want? You a house? You a car? 40 acres and a mule, a piano, a guitar, anything. See, my name is Lucy. I'm your dog. You can live at the mall. I can see the evil. I can tell it. I know it's illegal. I don't think about it. I deposit every other zero. Thinking of my partner. Put the candy painting on a Rico. Digging in my pocket. In a profit big enough to feed you every day. My logic. Get another dollar just to keep you in the presence of your Chico. I don't talk about it. Be about it. Every day I sequel. If I got it, then you know you got it. Heaven, I can reach you. Pet dog, pet dog, pet dog. My dog. That's all. Big back and chatter. For y'all, I rap. I'm black on tracks. So rest assured. My rights, my wrongs. I right till I'm right with God. When you know we've been hurt, been down before. When our pride was low, looking at the world like, where do we go? And we hate when the in the street for sure. I'm at the preacher's door. My knees getting weak and my might blow, but we gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Huh? We gon' be alright.
someone's love or someone's other love. My mother was a son. I've been a rambling man without a plan, just shot right from a gun. Yeah, I've folded, I've been scolded, and I had my share of fun. Now they're handing me the keys to the kingdom. Young man, I was you, won't don't look like it's true, girl. Young man, I was new and I was green. Been a long time spent when you're hustling for rent. Gone end up looking like me. Been in someone's love, someone's other love. My mother was a son. I've been a man without a plan, just shot right from a gun. Yeah, I've folded, I've been scolded, and I had my share of fun. Now they're handing me the keys to the kingdom. Put in my paces, put up my boots, I tie my laces, I scale the mountains, I sail the sea, and all that searching led back to me. Then someone's love, someone's other love. My mother was a son. I did a man without a plan, just shot right from a gun. Yeah, I folded, I've been scolded, and I had my share of fun. And now they're handing me the keys to the kingdom. They're handing me the keys to the kingdom. Been someone's lover, someone's other love. My mother was a son. I did a rambling man without a plan, just shot right from a gun. Yeah, I've folded, I've been scolded, and I had my share of fun. Now they're handing me the keys to the kingdom. Been someone's lover, someone's other love. My mother was a son. I did a rambling man without a plan, just shot right from a gun. Yeah, I've folded, I've been scolded, and I had my share of fun. Now they're handing me the keys to the kingdom. They're handing me the keys to the kingdom. I stopped the world.
Look, it's 6 o'clock, I'm hopping out of the bed. Rain falling, calling X, but my phone line's dead. I guess my bills ain't paid. No ride to work for the day. Second option, hop the bus, but it's a traffic delay. My boss, cause I'm running late, it ain't no excuse. When I'm about to be 22, without a whip I can swoop. Feel like I'm finna my own dome with no escape. Zoning out, cause working out, I work what I make. My lady calling, bugging, always fussing. Just cause we ain't ballin', but it's hard because the cousin's rich. Cause the husband's hustling. And I ain't touching nothing but a mic. 5 o'clock and off of work, ready to go home and write. But I ain't got a buck to catch the bus, chillin' at the stop. Rain falling hard as ever and it's soaking my socks. Kicked my kicks off and took off my jacket. Rolled my jeans up, beat up in my headphones, blasting. They started laughing while I'm splashing in puddles like struggle. We dancing in the rain. Alright, I'ma try to do the same thing. Yeah, don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Snoop Dogg.
motion. The best of them did, but I still see I can't handle this pressure. And if you ask me, stress is a my girl needs more attention and my record label's desperate for hits. Now I'm cause I'm getting out the zone again. Makes me start to dread when I see a microphone. It ain't supposed to be like that. I said I'll be right back. I left the office, got a phone and called my partner Jack, and I asked him, remind me why I'm rapping. And right before he answered, I remember my passion in the past when I was scribbling in my tablet to box out my mom and dad's rapping to help me when my grandmother passed. Plus the many times when I was homeless and the times when I was broke. And this music made a way when I was hopeless. He told me to remember the rain, it'll diminish the pain. Then he told me not to ask him again, cause I know don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain. Snoop yo, Snoop yo. Don't nobody wanna separate the weight of the pain. Snoop yo, Snoop yo. Don't nobody wanna dance slow in the rain.
Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Diamond Dynasty Baseball on tap tonight. It's the Hawks taking on the Royals. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Ready to go now. Now the left fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. And it looks like he wants to go through the signs again. That one misses in the dirt. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. So now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Strike three. Skeens sends him packing. Now the number 2 hitter, Jackie Robinson. Trying to bunt his way on. He's safe on with a bunt single. So up next, Bobby Witt Jr. Drag bunt back towards the mound. On the run, throw to first, and they get the out.
Well, there it looked like the batter was trying to bunt for a base hit, and as he got thrown out, the runner advanced. So he's going to get credit with the sac bunt. You know, there's this red-headed announcer that I work with sometimes that gets really angry when that happens.
In the dirt. Man on second, 2 down. Bunts it towards the mound. Picks it up with the bare hand, and that's a great play for the out. And the batter now, Chipper Jones. Singy's currently the team leader in runs batted in. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. Way out front for strike 2.
Oh, 2 is the count.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. So digging in, Pete Crow Armstrong. He swings and fouls one off. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Tim Raines now at the plate. Slice to right, and that gets down for a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. And next is the designated hitter, Willie Stargell. Swing and a ball softly hit out into left center. Witt puts it away. Back here at Coors Field, here's Byron Buxton. Skeens back to work. Bunts it straight back to the mound. Throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Richie Ashburn will hit next. Puts a bunt down. Naylor. Man at first at the plate. Nick Kurtz. And a sack bunt here. Toss to Naylor. Out on the sack bunt.
There was a time where that sack bunt was just ho-hum, very basic, but is increasingly difficult as it's become to get bunts down in the big leagues. Nice job right there.
And he lays down a bunt. Caught in a rundown now. In there safely. So runner at second, 2 down. And now the catcher comes up to him. Ethan Salas. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Puts a bunt down. Hung up in a rundown now between third and home. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. Back here in Denver, bottom of the second. Here's Yelich at the dish. And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And now it's Josh Naylor. Naylor checks his swing, appeal to third, didn't go. And he hits a ground ball right side. Whips it to first. And a couple of quick outs. So 2 down now, and here is Zach Geloff. First offering, and it just misses.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Now a drag bunt, third base side. Robinson whips it to first. That top half of the third inning. Here's the left fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Drops a bunt down the first base side. And they tag him out. So up next, Jackie Robinson. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Bunting for a hit and a foul ball. And that is in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. That's a strikeout. Good looking sweeper there. 2 down, base is empty. And now the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. He's 0 for 1. Not close with that one. And that's ball 1.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Squares to bunt, but that rolls foul. 2 out, space is empty. Bunted back towards the mound. Toss to Naylor. That ends the frame. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the catcher, Ethan Salas. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Swings and misses at the sweeper.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Hit in the air, right field. And it drops in. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Oh, that's 2-strike hitting right there. He did well just to put the ball in play. Pitch was away, so he definitely pulled off it there. Not what you want to do with the pitch in that location, really, but he was able to guide it into the outfield for the knock. With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a ball popped up. And no one could get to it. It's a foul ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Runner at first with no outs here. And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Chipper Jones. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 2-1. And first offering is fouled off. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-2 is the count.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. 1 down, base is empty. See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Tim Raines, the next to hit. They say you win. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the last half of the 3rd. Comes up empty.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And that's ruled a swing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 4th. Now it's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
There's a strike. Puts a bunt down, and that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. So digging in, Byron Buxton. And look out, as that one ran in and got him. Next is the designated hitter, Richie Ashburn. Trying to move him over here. They get the tag on him, and that's the 2nd out. And now the tying run is into scoring position. So up next, Nick Kurtz. First pitch misses.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Bunting, but that's a foul ball. Safe at second, and he gets back in. Bunts it towards the mound. Tosses to first, and that is that. And we're back. Bottom 4. Now it's the DH, Willie Stargell. It's delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
If you're trying to come up with the ideal clubhouse presence and team leader, Willie Stargell pops probably the best you could possibly do.
Next pitch is outside. And you talk about Stargell's leadership. I don't think there's ever been a more close-knit team than that Pirates squad of the late 70s. And he was the heart of that team. Remember that team's theme song, Sister Sledge? We Are Family? On the ground to third. Makes a sliding stop. To first. In time. Got him.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
Yelich at the plate and takes high there. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Stargell brought home the title for the Pirates in 1979, and it was more than just his leadership. Listen, in 79...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He shoots one out to right. It's 3-1. Here's Josh Naylor. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
Swings and misses, went with the sweeper. One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And that just misses. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he's up to 7 strikeouts. Zach Geloff digs in now. Ball one there. Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. Ripped to short. Witt over to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And this is now a 3. Back here at Coors Field, we go to the top of the 5th, and now the right fielder, Shawn Green. Schemes back to work. Lays down a bunt to the right side, and they put the tag on him for the out. Ethan Salas now at the plate. Puts a bunt down. And safe at first, a bunt single. So the lineup flips over. And now Pete Crow Armstrong bunted back towards the mound. Larkin has it for one. Throw to first, but he beat it. Here's the third baseman, Jackie Robinson. 1 for 2. Runner takes off. Bunting for a hit. He pops it up. Over to first. That ends the frame of the bunt attempt. Back here in Denver, here's the catcher, Ethan Salas. Swings and misses. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. On the ground right side. Fair ball.
That's back-to-back singles for him. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did. Right there.
And now here is Barry Larkin. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes. got him swinging. So digging in, Chipper Jones. He's already homered here in this one. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's 5-1. Crow Armstrong now at the plate as he swings through strike one. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Slinging it to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Tim Raines getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count, 0-2. All 4.
And he couldn't hold back. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter will be the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Bunts it straight back to the mound. Toss to Naylor. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th. And now Ian Kinsler, 0 for 2 in this one. And he pops up the bunt. 2 away now. 2 down, base is empty. Byron Buxton, the next to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Bunting, and he pops it up. Schemes, brings it in. Well, we go bottom 6, and now the DH, Willie Stargell. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Stargell measures 6 feet 2 inches, 29 years old, and though usually in left field, today he's the designated hitter. And that drops in for a strike.
Some guys don't like not being able to play defense because it helps them to stay in the rhythm. So for him to be the DH, we'll see if he gets a routine together.
Misses, and the count is even 2-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And now it's Christian Yelich. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty.
2. No balls, 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. 2 outs, base is empty. Now at the plate, Josh Naylor. And Naylor swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
That one is absolutely belted. And it hits the fence. Two outs, runner at first. Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. And that misses. 1-0. Just missed. Trying to bunt his way on. Barehand scoop over to first. What a play. Inning over. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Richie Ashburn.
Now pitching. Go. Gossett.
Gets the bunt down the right side, and they tag him out. Digging in. Nick Kurtz. Drops a bunt down the first base side. That's out number 2. Next to hit, Sean Green. Squares, pushes at it, misses it. It's a strike, 0-1. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Puts a bunt down. Scoops it up barehanded, and that's a bunt single. That was placed perfectly. And now the catcher comes up to him. Ethan Salas puts a bunt down. And they put the tag on him. That's the back here at Coors Field. Now here is Ethan Salas. He's 2 for 2. And strike 1 to the catcher.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Ooh, missed a mistake right there.
In the air out towards right center. Buxton sprinting after it. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And there's 1 down. So up next, Barry Larkin.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Down the third baseman, Chipper Jones. And ball 1. They go with the intentional walk, so he's on first with 2 out. Stepping in, Pete Crow Armstrong. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. To the right side, and that one finds its way through. And now first and second with 2 outs. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
And that one is lifted in the air. Green running hard to get it. Brings it in, and that's the inning. New inning getting started. Now the left fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Puts a bunt down. Safe at first as they can't make the play. Man at first, nobody out. And now, Jackie Robinson, 1 for 3. Squares to bunt, but that rolls foul.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear.
Runner takes off, and he lays one down the left side. Jones. Now he launches a throw over his head, and this ball's going to wind up out of play. So a big-time costly mistake there. Popped up, and that goes foul.
And, of course, sometimes you need to be patient as an offense and let the pitcher come to you, but you can't argue with the game plan they're using in this one.
Tags the runner. Ian Kinsler will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. Runner on the go. Bunting, but that's a foul ball. Witt, the runner at first, with 1 gone in the inning. And a bunt towards third. Bare hands it. Tough play. So digging in, Byron Buxton. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. That's in for a strike. No throw. Double steal. They're both safe. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top of the 8th. And now a bunt, but it's a foul ball. And 1-2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. And next is the designated hitter, Richie Ashburn. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Puts a bunt down. Geloff. They score a run thanks to the infield single. And now the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Squeeze attempt misses.
0-1.
Way high with that one. And 1-1. Way high.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate.
Toss the nailer. That ends the back here in Denver. Onto the bottom of the 8th. And now the DH, Willie Stargell. Milner back to work. That's in there. And that is strike 1.
I'm really impressed with this offense. They haven't been timid at the plate at all. They've been aggressive, and they're keeping the defense on its toes. So far, they've got 7 hits within the first 3 pitches of an at-bat, so there's been no time to get comfortable on the mound.
Here comes Christian Yelich. Swing and a miss.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Witt over to first. Yelich out on the play. 2 down, base is empty. Josh Naylor digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. And a swing and a miss there.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning only down 2 could give them.
Ah, that's strike 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Shawn Green. Gets the bunt down the right side, and foul ball. Bunts it in the air. Goose makes the grab, 1 down. And here's the catcher, Ethan Salas. And he pops up the bunt. Out number 2. So they're down to their final out. Here's the left fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. That one at triple digits. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. Bunt attempt popped up. And that is the ball game. The 5.
I feel like Joe. I like to score. Just traders, I gave you hard work and labor. I gave you your flavor. Oh, hear me, your haters. Just fakers, you gave me crumbs, I give me cakers. The movers and fakers get around and catch the papers. While I'm my shots is jumping like the Lakers. I want land with acres, you them with special papers. I'm from back in the day where the was wearing tapers. And the call you a moolie, treat you like a racist. Militant, yeah, I'm back in the booth. Pop, I hit you from the roof, yeah. It's the truth, I press you on you on your stoop. With body shots till your body drop. I ain't got the hammer cock to probably think it. We talk about we should have called the troops. Shout to all my that be waiting to make the part thing let loose. Chill, man, chill, let's get at a dollar bill. They told me, chill, let's get at a dollar bill. They chill, let's get at a dollar bill. They told me, chill, let's get at a dollar bill.
Welcome to the porch. The show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's Milwaukee taking on Indiana. All right, ready to go here. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
That's to third, and that chance handled. On to first, and the first out of the game is an easy one. Now the number 2 hitter, Jordan Westburg. Out towards right center field, Tatis. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Bryce Harper. Ball 1 to Bryce. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Ohapi down to first with it. That completes the strikeout, inning over. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS. Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. And the 0-1. And that gets the inside corner for a strike. On the ground, right side. Gets it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Walker Jenkins now at the plate.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
1 out, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Jazz tosses to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. Here is Bryce Harper. And first offering is fouled off. Inside, just missed. 2 out, space is empty. Right side. Jazz tosses to first. 3 up, 3 down. And we're back. Here's Juan Soto. Webb back to work. Just off the inside edge. Next pitch misses inside. Ball 2. And that one pulled foul. And here it comes. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. Going, gone. And that should quiet this home crowd. It's 1-0. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. First offering misses badly for ball 1.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Oh, great grab on the dive. Here's Riley Green. Line to left. Reaching down, makes the catch. Here's the catcher, Samuel Basallo. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back there. Out of here. That's one way to quiet the crowd. And they add to the lead. It's 3-0.